Alright guys, it is Monday. We're back for another episode. Um, so as a recap, the last episode we went over this way and took care of the other player's boat with the dredge, and I showed you what it looked like afterwards. A couple of episodes ago, we made the dredge and started getting everything taken care of, and I didn't want you guys sitting through all of that, trying to dredge it out. But and then in the last episode, we made a replacement tent because I somehow lost mine over at Crafter's Corner. It was parked outside my property, but I'm not sure what happened. It disappeared. Could have been a game glitch. Could have been that it decayed. I don't know, but it was pointed out to me by Old Bitty Gaming that I failed to mention, and keep in mind she didn't use these words. I'm exaggerating a little bit, um, but I failed to mention that it. Okay, so there's no damage on this one, and it isn't sitting on any kind of a deed right now. Anyway, I failed to mention that you cannot put a tent down on a deed. It has to be off deed. At the very least, it has to be on the perimeter of a deed. And by default, most servers, and I believe the official servers, give you 5 tiles of space. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this next tile would be outside the perimeter. So, for example, if this is where my deed ended, this set of tiles right here, I would have all these tiles that are within the perimeter, and then this tile would be outside the perimeter for that 5 tile perimeter. So it gives you a little bit of a buffer zone, so that other people can't build. And typically, if you've got it, well, most notably that I've seen, it's primarily the official servers that are just so jam packed with deeds and people building and whatnot that you end up with this as a potential issue. But for instance, this would be the first tile out of five, excuse me, for the next set of deeds, or the next deed. So they would get 5 tiles as well. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So their deed would start here. So you'd effectively have a 10 square or 10 tile buffer zone between deeds. That's not always the case, and excuse me, if you come over to Mythmorph Prime server, which is where I'm at now, there's so much open room that you really don't have to worry about it. Find an open area, find something that, like this piece of property here, somebody used to, uh, at one point, used to claim. I don't know if it was ever deeded. I don't know if they were just building on it or prepping it for deeding and never got around to it. I have no idea. But what I do know is that it is vacant. The only thing that was on here, other than all these invasive grape bushes, was this guard tower and a few of the guards. The pathway that's over here that somebody put in. There's a slab over here, not a slab, but it's a squared off area. So they were starting to build here at one point, and some of this may have decayed away, since this is non-deeded. If I examine it, it doesn't tell me. It just says you see a part of the lands of Wurm. So it doesn't tell me anything about how much decay it has or what have you. But you can see, I mean, they started working it. Somebody started working it, and then either gave up or um, left the server quite a while ago, and everything else decayed. I wonder if I can see on this, because this is something that was left a while ago, and I should probably take a drink anyway. We'll examine this. Quality, or I'm sorry, damage is 27.84, so it's got some damage on it, but not a ton. Um, the loom was left. Damage 22.84, so chances are it wasn't all that long ago that they left, but long enough that if there was a building here, it's destroyed. It decayed away and was never rebuilt. Um, so yeah, this area is completely undeeded, so I'm able to put this tent down. And what I was gonna mention and forgot to um, was that it's probably a wise idea to have at least one tent, if not a couple, because especially if you're going to go out and explore a little bit, because then you can go, say, over here, if this is the area you want to check out, find a nice safe spot, drop a tent, carry the second one with you, and then if you're while you're out exploring, if you run into an aggressive creature, a troll, for example, or lava spider or something, and it starts chasing you down, you can easily open your inventory, right-click on it, go to drop, and then place. And these are here. We'll use the statue because it's easier to show. But if I go to place, now it shows a little marker. So as I'm running, I can let's pan down just a touch. So we'll go back through that. Okay, so now as I'm running, I can easily drop that on the ground and try to get away from it, pretending it's the tent. Um, then no matter where I'm at, if they kill me here, they're probably going to camp my corpse a little bit here. But I can probably respawn back at the pretend tent, and still be far enough away, because they would be, if they killed me here, I may be far enough away to be out of their aggro range. They're not going to be aggressive this far away. If that's not the case, and you just barely drop the tent and they kill you, they're going to be camping you right here at where you drop the tent. You can always revive at the other tent, the first tent you dropped. Why you would want to do that is because I'm going to pick this back up so I don't forget it. That tent is fairly easy to see from a good distance away. So even if you're going through the woods, you can see where that tent is. So if I respawned over here, let's say we'll go up top here. And I'll give you a good example. Or try to anyway. Okay, so if the first tent I dropped was up here, I've got trees and bushes and grass and everything. If I look around, I can see the other tent in the distance, and I know that's where my body is at, if that's where I had died. If not, I know that I'm not that far away from that tent, so I can go to my corpse and be able to get everything, all my inventory back off of it. All I have to do is just kind of stay at a distance until whatever aggressive creature is there wanders off. And then I can shoot down and hopefully grab my corpse, grab all the inventory on it, and get out of the area. Of course, I'm going to want to pick the tents back up so that I don't lose them. And then it's just a matter of rinse and repeat. Go check out a different area. Use your tents to, uh, keep yourself safe, basically. Give yourself a spot that you can revive in, that you're not halfway across the map from your deed and have to respawn at your deed because you forgot to set up a tent as a respawn area. Okay, so I logged in a few minutes ago and there was sunlight. There is now, as you can see, not so much. There's still a little bit, but ooh, and we're in the water again. But what I had planned on doing was clearing out some more of these bushes. What I'm going to do to start with is grab some food. Today's video, as well as a couple of others over at Old Bitty Gaming, showed her grabbing, I believe it was a cabbage, a pumpkin, and there's a pumpkin, and her pottery bowl, and making casseroles and breakfasts, I believe. And she was checking out what she could get out of if she added a piece of fish in or a strawberry, and decided, based on the lore, that the fish was going to be a higher difficulty, therefore it was going to provide a better meal. You can mix and match different foods. Right now, I'm honestly not worried about the foods. I'm going to just grab a couple of pumpkins because my food is low. So I'll grab 2 pumpkins. And then I'm going to eat those 2 pumpkins just to keep my food level up. At some point, I will be worried about nutrition, the calories, carbs, fats, and proteins. We'll get into actually making meals and such in a future episode. There are a lot of older videos that are still very pertinent to the game. Not a whole lot of changes have been made over the years. Okay, so it says I'm too full. I can't eat anything else, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop these back in here, just so that we don't waste them. But there's a lot of different tutorials and videos on various different aspects of the game. Something I run across pretty regularly, or pretty frequently, I should say, is cooking, cooking different foods, speed cooking. Something I see in several videos is getting. They've got the content creator has a few forges set up, or they've got ovens set up, or what have you, and they'll put 100 frying pans in each one. They'll set up whatever meal they're going to be setting up in it. They'll turn on their sleep bonus, light the all 3, 4, 5 different forges so that all these meals cook at the same time. They're not looking at getting food. They're looking at getting their skill up, and most of that food either goes to waste or they give it away. Some of them probably sell it or did sell it, but there's a few things in the game that I'm okay with. I guess you call it cheating the system, because realistically, you wouldn't do that in real life. But speed cooking is not one that I would take into account. If I'm going to cook a meal, at most I might have 3 or 4 frying pans going, but you can only eat just so much. The rest of that food's going to go to waste unless you're training to be a chef, so that you can sell your food off or give it to, well, I I don't think there's any guilds here. There's like alliances or villages, what have you, um, and you can give it to some of your friends um, that are in that association, or sell it at a cheaper price, or whatever you want to do. But I don't have anyone right now um, that's going to be a viable option for. And realistically, I'm not looking at being a chef, so I'm not going to have 15 or 20 different frying pans or pottery bowls or whatever all going at the same time. I'm not going to abuse my sleep bonus just to get skill ups. Um, I'm I'll cook enough for myself, and if I start running with somebody else, maybe enough for them as well, just to be able to provide them with a better meal, because maybe their skill isn't as good as mine is. Yet at the same time, maybe they have more of a skill in something else. Um, I'm going to be doing a lot of not pottery. I'm sorry. I'm going to be doing a lot of paving and masonry to get my buildings in, get roads in, that sort of thing. I'm going to be doing a lot of carpentry um, for various different things. Tool smithing, weapon smithing, armor smithing is going to be my focus. The whole blacksmithing aspect is where I want to go. For now, we need to finish clearing out this area, and you can see, even though I packed it, I had a few patches of grass coming back up. So we'll get rid of those real quick. Because I'm kind of OCD that way. If I see grass growing where it shouldn't be, it delays me from doing what I want to do because I got to go take care of it. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to stay right here in line. Oh, and we're going to cut down all these grape bushes for this second level. And start outlining the property a bit. And hopefully we can clear out some of this. I don't have a whole lot of time I can game today. I do have a few errands that I have to take care of here in a little bit. Make sure I got these done. Okay. But I wanted to do a little bit of work at least. So some of you that are watching have noticed that I'm certain that you've noticed I do bring up Old Beta Gaming quite a bit. I watch her videos every day, except Sunday. She doesn't do videos on Sunday. That is her family day, her day of rest, if you will. I take Saturdays um, that I don't do videos during the day. If I'm back home early enough, I might do a video that night, but that's never a guarantee. I spend pretty much the entire day Saturday at my church. I run the audio video booth, and oftentimes I am up. Oops. Why are you not chopping? Oftentimes I'm up on stage playing the bass for the praise and worship team. And And then Sundays are hit or miss. Yesterday, I was asked to go help a family member take care of some things at her place. And then there was a few others that showed up to give her a hand, and we got I think 100 bags of pellets for her pellet stove stacked up for her for the winter. We got her chimney swept out. I'm hearing something move, and I'm not sure what it is. I want to make sure it's nothing aggressive. Okay. Anyway, and then sat and uh, conversed and visited with her for a little bit, and um, she made my wife and I supper, along with the other people that were helping out. Oh, an egg, corn, and cocoa bean from apparently foraging, I would guess. Let's see, what is 3? Yep, foraging. Making sure all this is just grass. Okay, real quick, we're going to switch over. Packing is 3, so we want to do that. This will make it a little easier to see where we've been. So yeah, I do mention Old Biddy Gaming quite a bit. I do watch her videos as often as she puts them out. She has 2 different series she's doing right now. One is Wurm Unlimited, and then she last week started. Oh, we're gonna have to chop that one down. Last week she started another series for the Infected, which is another survival type game. And today she is starting yet another series. Another crafting, building type game. She's got 2 in mind, and as of this morning's video, she didn't know exactly which one she was going to do. So it'll be interesting to see which one she finally decides to go with. But for sure, I'll be watching that one as well. And her videos typically come out while I'm at work. So I spend several hours not actually watching the videos, but listening to them through my earbuds while I'm working. And if something sounds interesting with what she's doing, I will actually pause what I'm doing, and I'll switch over from working, take a quick break. I may at times I've even paused the video so that I can wait until I go on break, and then I'll rewind it a little bit just so I can be able to see exactly what she's doing. Um, she she's been very helpful with my videos and pointing out different tidbits that I may have missed, or different things that pieces of knowledge that she has that would be helpful for me to be able to share that knowledge with you guys. Today she was in her mine for a bit. Very impressive mine. Her one of her alts, her GM alt, she is not playing with, but she used the GM to be able to set up the deed initially and get the mine started for her, and then she's using a unbuffed, unskilled character to actually do the work. Um, Going through what I would consider to be what I would consider calling a Iron Man challenge. She is not doing any skill gain boosts and no action timer boosts. So everything is on a one-time timer, much like the official Wurm Online servers. And she was, or has been, trying to dig out some more walls in her mine. And today she broke through one of them just at the end of the video and found a sandstone slab or sandstone wall vein, whatever, behind it, and she got kind of excited because now she can actually start working with um, masonry. And of course, I'm excited for her as well. I mean, um, she's struggling with this challenge to stay up on it, and uh, something, even just something small like this is in this kind of a game. Oh, why are you digging? Don't dig. That's not what I told you to do. Well, it might have been what I told you to do. Okay, dirt. Pack the dirt. Um, Now we gotta repack it. So yeah, it's really cool to be able to watch somebody fighting through their game and taking on a challenge like this, and then just out of nowhere finding something really cool like a sandstone vein that they can utilize. Um, she also has discovered a rock salt vein and a silver vein, which she's putting both of those off for the moment. She's got an iron vein um, so that she can upgrade her tools, but she's specifically going through these um, rock walls. Why are you digging again? Good gravy. That's all packed dirt. Where did you dig the dirt from? That's all packed. We're just going to drop it and we'll repack this stuff. So yeah, um, taking on a challenge like the Iron Man challenge, which is effectively running the character as the game had designed without any buffs, bonuses, or um, enhancements of any kind, is it's not an easy challenge. This game was designed without that concept in mind, I think. The developers, I don't, I personally don't think they realize just how tough this game can be at that level. It takes a long time with that challenge to get your skills up. I'm glad that they opted to allow switch to the hatchet to allow for um, personal servers and for those personal servers to be able to modify that. But the official servers are literally a um, one time skill gain, one-time action timer, um, and that's the challenge she's doing. So kudos to Old Bitty Gaming. I tried that at one point and I got so frustrated that I gave up on it. Um, but to those that want to go through that challenge or that are willing to go through that challenge, um, it's not an easy one, and you learn to really appreciate um, the skills and the achievements that you get through going through that process, and then when down the road, if you end up bumping the timers up to make things easier, you're probably going to get a little frustrated because it's just going to seem like it's too easy. And I wouldn't want to do that. Okay, we're almost done with this hill. Come on. I'm going to have to wait for my stamina to go back up. It's pretty quick because I've got food and water. So, and if you guys watched my stone tools or crude tools tutorial, excuse me, um, then you'll know how beneficial iron tools can be in comparison. Um, that's about as difficult as I go. I'm not saying I couldn't do the Iron Man challenge, but I don't think I'd want to. Um, I think the closest I would get would be to create an alt on this server or a similar server and destroy everything and literally start from scratch. So I may keep. Well, the tool belt doesn't really matter to me. I never use it anyway. But the backpack is definitely a bonus. Let's see. So all of the leather gear I would toss. The weapons I would toss. Um, Nothing on the neck. The tool belt I probably would keep. It doesn't really do anything. So there's no added benefit other than you can put more things into a hotkey. I'm so used to double clicking to activate anyway that it doesn't bother me. My inventory window pretty much always stays open so I can see what I've got and utilize whatever tools I need to on the fly. Um, the backpack, I believe, adds more carry capacity, but I'm not 100% certain. Um, is there a, there's no lore on it. That's all right. And then you can put small things in. See, I'll show you. Like my compass is in there, and my settlement deed is in there for Crafter's Corner. I would probably, yeah, I honestly, if I was to go through a challenge similar to that, I would probably toss the compass as well and make myself another one down the road. But go through the beginning part of the game, finding bare rock tiles, grabbing up branches, and starting off with crude tools, and then um, working my way up. To me, that would be enough of an achievement to keep me satisfied for a while. But I definitely don't think I would want to deal with a one-time server. It's part of the reason I don't play on the official servers. Oops, great bush. And then, of course, having so many other deeds on effectively small maps. I mean, they're not small, but they're small in comparison based on how many people are on them. And at times it's difficult to find a spot to build. Um, I mean, I guess realistically, the easiest thing to do would be to just kind of search around for some place that's been abandoned. Okay, so we're up this far so far, and this is the flat, and that's flat. So this is the first tile of the flat. So we've got, let's come over here so you guys can see. So we've got all of this, oops, down here cleared away, the side cleared away, and then this over here, we're starting to work on this area up here. But there's a lot of invasive grape bushes. And they're not actually called invasive, but they're invading this entire area. I really wish it was daylight out. Let's see. It is currently just after midnight. So it is 8 game hours for one real life hour. So in order to get to 8 in the morning, we'd have to wait a whole nother hour, and I don't have that kind of time as far as being able to make a video, and I don't think most of you would want to sit through something that long just so you can see something happening in the daylight. What I probably will end up doing a little bit later on is I will do a speed run with this stuff here, chopping it all back, and it's probably I don't know, realistically, this is probably going to end up taking me 2 to 3 hours to clear away and just pack. But I can probably do a speed run that's, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. And that will not be listed as an episode, but it'll be in this playlist following this video. And then check the end cards, and I will put a link to it in the end cards for this video so that you can see the rest of the property get cleaned up. As you can see, I moved the 3-horn cart over here so that they could eat some grass. This is why I call it 3-horn. There's 2 horns on the bull, 1 on the unicorn. It's the 3-horn cart. Let's see. Examine the unicorn. Very strong and good reserve of fat. Examine the bull. Could use some grooming. Well defined. Yeah, so he probably needs a little bit of food. The unicorn's good, but for the last couple of days they've been sitting down here on the dirt. They've been down here on the dirt without anything to be able to eat, and I wanted to get them up here in the grass so that they could at least be fed. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll probably do a speed run for this, and then tomorrow I'll be taking the 3-horn cart back over get on the edge here so you can see. Oh, this will work. Okay, so back over that direction. This inlet leads to, I know it's kind of hard to see, but there's an inlet right here. And it cuts back this way and then cuts back out. That's where those two little boats are. Well, the ship and the little boat. And then just to the north. Yeah, just to the north of it is a continuation on a road over there, and we'll end up working on that a bit, which means have to cut down some trees, dig some dirt, pack the soil, and then probably the following video. And what I'd like to do with the road is bring it all the way over. It's probably going to end up coming out somewhere up here, and then I'll bring it over to this side over here where it slopes. Oh, boy, I'm just spinning the mouse all over the place on you guys. I apologize. But it comes down this way at a nice soft slope. So I'll probably run the road down here so that I've got access to one of the main roads at least. And then in the following video, possibly the one after that, we'll come over here to the mine. I do want to get some mining done. But we'll come over here to the mine. Oh, got a couple of lazy guards taking a break. There is cave wall, rock salt. I don't need that. Cave wall, cave wall, cave wall. Oh, there's sandstone there. So we need to find iron. But for now, we can continue just digging this way. And as you see, right there's the entrance. So I'm straight back from the entrance. I'm not going to worry about reinforcing just yet. Hopefully there's no mine collapse. But I need the rock shards so that I can make bricks, and then I can make the cobblestone roads or what have you. Or I might make slabs. I don't know. But either way, I need something to be able to pave the road over there with coming into the property. So that's the roadmap for the next couple of videos. Sorry this one was kind of boring. Hopefully the next couple won't be in the dark. But I have to go take care of a couple of things and get some errands ran. And then if I have time tonight, I will be doing a speed run through here. I probably will not be doing another series just yet. That may be down the road. I have quite a few different games that I could run off of, but I run on an older system than most people, and I tend to cater to games that are not as demanding on the system. So my choices are a little more limited as far as what I can play and be able to record at the same time. But that doesn't mean I can't down the road make a few more videos. Why? Let's see. I can't bash that. And I definitely don't want to get stuck in the water. No! Okay, well I have full energy, so I'm just going to climb back out. Because, yeah. Even though I could resurrect at the tent, I don't want to do that. So I may have to bring this tile up so I can bash that stump out. There's another one right there. But this area here is going to be the fish yard. Or not fish yard. Oh, it's been a long day. This is going to be the dockyard. So I'm going to have a fishing pier probably over here, and then room for 3, 4, maybe 5 boats through here. I'll probably put 2 more narrow ones on this side, and then 2 or 3 wider ones over here for the larger vessels, so that people can eventually come and visit me. But yeah, we have a lot of stone bricks that need to be made. We have a lot of slabs that need to be made. I got a lot of dirt that needs to be dug up. I've got a lot of grape plants, grape bushes, excuse me, that need to be chopped down, and dirt that needs to be packed, and a dock to build. So yeah, there's a road to build even. So there is plenty of content still to come. Eventually, I'm going to build. See, the mine is up at the same level as the guard tower. In fact, it's right behind the guard tower. So somewhere in that area is probably going to be where my blacksmith shop is going to go. I still need to go over to Crafter's Corner and finish grabbing the rest of that stuff over there. And then after I have everything back over here, I will take a quick run over there and do a brief video so that you guys can see where Crafter's Corner was in comparison to this place, because I'm going to have to dispatch the deed anyway, so I can start the deed here. And that video will show the travel from Crafter's Corner, which is somewhere over in this area, down through, there's another property over here, and I believe the guy that owns these, owns the 2 boats that are over that way, owns the deed on the corner over there. So I come from Crafter's Corner through this guy's deed, around his boats, down to here, and then we'll set up the deed here, and we can show you how deeding works. And yeah, so we're gonna do a whole lot of work. It's probably gonna be buildings down here for other crafting stations and such, and then my top level up here, and maybe the next level up will be farmland, because I'm still going to have to be able to feed myself. I'm going to have, I'm probably, now that I think about it, I'm probably going to have to clear out some of this area over here as well, but I'm not likely to level it out. I'm probably just going to clear it so it's just grass, and then I can pen it in with fencing for the livestock. But yeah, because I'm going to need meat, and I'm not going to be selling horses or anything like that. There's already plenty enough people doing that. But I'm going to need pelts and leather and all kinds of stuff that these animals provide. I don't think I'm going to fence in the entire property or the entire deed, but I might. I haven't decided yet. If I do, let's see, that road would come in somewhere up here and then come down this way, so there would be a gate over here to come in, and then of course I would make a gate over here and a gate over here somewhere for escape routes in case a hostile came on the property and I wasn't able to get away from them through that back main gate. And then of course, you can always sail away, so people can come and visit. They're not trapped on the property. They'll be able to go in and out the gates as they please, which is a downfall for if a troll is stalking you, because trolls and I believe a couple of other creatures can actually go through unlocked gates. They can open them themselves. So that's something to consider. But if I lock the gates, then nobody else can come in. They can't leave. Um, and yeah, I want people to be able to come and visit and check out what I'm doing, and you know, at some point maybe have a merchant or two here so they can buy some stuff. But who knows? Um, but that's about all I've got for today. So let's see. There's a couple of moons in the sky, and there's a happy little cloud. Not sure if you guys that are watching are familiar with uh, the late Bob Ross, painter. Um, he used to be one of my favorite shows to watch. He always had happy little trees and clouds and such, and um, he had an amazing energy about him. Um, and I think that's part of the reason I like Old Bitty Gaming so much, because she's got a very similar energy, and I absolutely love it. Um, I will link her channel again in the description down below. Please go watch her. Go check out her videos. She's got, well, by now, she probably has the newest series up. I was only able to catch the Wurm Unlimited video and the Infected video, and that is the name of the game, The Infected. Um, and she hadn't posted the third one just yet, but it's probably out now. And I'm kind of eager to find out which game she chose. But so yeah, go check her out. See what she's got going on. If you have suggestions for her, give her a comment. She loves to chat with people. I've talked to her quite a few times. I've left several comments. She's commented on my channel here. Um, she's a very friendly gal. And as she says, if you want to watch an old woman play video games, then by all means, have at it. Enjoy yourself. Watch the videos from Old Bitty Gaming. Um, Go check out some of my other videos. My son also puts videos to other games that he plays on this channel. So have a look at some of those if you want. And we will put out another Wurm Unlimited video either later tonight or tomorrow after I get off work. I don't know yet, but I'm hoping to have the rest of the property cleaned up so that you guys can see what it looks like in the daytime, um, and where my borders are and all that stuff. Um, and I'm probably going to end up doing a speed video for clearing all this out so you guys can see that, but I won't be, if I do, I won't be commenting on it. I will just start the video straight into the speed run and just let it go till the end. And so for this video and that one, if I do put it out, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.